rituals around death. Um, After death, there are as many different ways of dealing with the body and a formal remembrance as there are not just cultures but even subcultures. And anyway, there are a lot of different ways. Do we, are we left out in the wilderness? Are we buried? Are we burned? Are we um, put into the ocean? There's so many different ways. And what's important is because some religions will say, oh, one way is good, another way is bad. And it's so important that there really isn't a good or bad way. There is only the way that feels comfortable to us and that brings us a sense of comfort. And the disposition of someone's body is, again, a very individual choice. And so each individual gets to make that choice for themselves, um, without being, not maybe pressured, I would hope no one would pressure, but without being influenced by well intentioned people who have their own opinion. Again, each person gets to choose individually what works for them. Because from a spiritual perspective, um, in some ways, the disposition of the body doesn't matter. Because let's say we're on a boat and it sinks in a storm and we go down with the boat. We don't get to choose, and probably would not have chosen that as the disposition of our body. It just is a part of the circumstances of our death. Um, and our soul will do its work with that. But for some people who hold strong belief systems, the disposition of the body is important, and it does matter. And so all we need to know on that is we identify for ourselves what we want, and we also know that it is very important to respect what other people have chosen. Okay, so this brings me to archaeology. This is a little problematic because we have people digging up bodies that have been laid to rest in the interest of science. And it's a little disrespectful. And so, whenever possible, it's good to leave a body where it is, where it has either fallen or where someone has chosen for it to be. It's respectful of that person's choice, and it's respectful of the notion that we continue on as souls, and we do remember our body when we continue on as souls, and we remember our experience in our body.